From 1965 to 1968, Gary Lewis and the Playboys stormed the charts with a string of top 40 hits.
Everybody loves a clown.
The band's namesake looked like the boy next door.
It was such a blessing to have all those top 10s in a row.
Nearly 50 years later,
It's my wife's fault.
he literally is the boy next door.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. Are you kidding?
For the past 2 decades, Gary Lewis has lived just outside Rochester, first in Pittsford and now on 11 lush acres in the town of Rush.
This, as opposed to Los Angeles, oh, this is heaven here.
His home is full of priceless instruments, photos, and memorabilia dating back to his first big break.
And it really is a gold record.
It is.
Who wants to buy this diamond ring?
The #1 hit single, This Diamond Ring. That was in 1965. Over the next year, the band turned out 6 more top 10 songs.
Count me madly in love with you.
Their star status sealed by repeat appearances on The Ed Sullivan Show. Gary even made cameos in movies starring his father, comedian Jerry Lewis. That's him in The Nutty Professor. And the band in Family Jewels.
She goes downtown in a pair of old blue jeans.
It was great. It was so much fun. Sight gags, you know. Everything just clicked. It was perfect.
But then everything hit a brick wall. In 1967, Gary was drafted and served during the Vietnam War. The music scene was already changing, and not long after he returned home, he left the business and bought a music store in LA. But his calling came back in the 80s, thanks to a renewed interest in oldies music. These days, Gary is on the road half the year.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love to see the audience with their big smiles singing the words right along with me. Yeah. And I'm going, wow, what an impact, huh?
The other half of the year, he's at home with his wife Donna, a Rochester native, and their 2 dogs, Molly and Mickey. At the age of 71, Gary Lewis is still having the time of his life. A good life for a pop music legend that Rochester gets to claim as its own.
Save your heart for me.
Gary Lewis and the Playboys will perform at this Sunday's Music Hall of Fame ceremony at the Eastman Theater in Rochester. The event's just 2 days away, but you can still buy tickets. We've got a link on rochesterfirst.com. Just click on this story. Maureen McGuire, News 8.